Hey guys, welcome to the first unboxing video on the channel. I just ordered on July 16th this new Kiesel Zeus. So let's get this box open and see what we got. So I ordered this this guitar on July 16th. I was planning on using this because I'm going to start doing some guitar teaching and some other things coming up here soon. And also started doing some more videos on YouTube. So because of that, I wanted to get a guitar that would, one, bring people in because it looks really nice, and also just plays very well for me, so that I have something that is going to grow with me as I grow with the channel and all this stuff. Oh, look at that. Woo, she's tiny. All right, so this is the best part. Let's get this opened up. I'll let you guys see it first. All right, so it should be a Kiesel Zeus in black limba, just a 6-string version. It should have an ebony fretboard. Oh, wow. Here, let me try and turn it around this way. This is backwards. Gorgeous. And the wood on that is absolutely amazing. Wow. Oh, wow. That satin finish on it looks amazing. All right, let me get this opened up. We'll bring it up close. I'm sorry I was so jumpy in the last couple of cuts there. You can tell I was super excited getting this new Kiesel in the mail. But we have had it now. It's been a couple of days. I think I've had about 3 or 4 days. I'm going to show off some close-ups of the guitar and let you guys see everything from the fretboard all the way to the back of the guitar. And then we'll do a quick review of it and let you guys know what I think about it. All right, let's do that. So I just want to show off the case really quickly. I did get, my girlfriend loves sad nuggies, so I ended up getting this keychain and put it on here as well. I think it's super cute, the little alligator guy. But we ended up getting the probably the best case in the industry. I love this case. This is super, super nice for a soft shell case. I'm sure there's nicer hard cases out there and everything like that, like a nice flight case. But for soft cases, this is absolutely amazing. It's super tough and durable. The padding, I think, is nice and thick. I don't think I can move this at all. I don't think it's going to get anywhere into the guitar once you start moving it. The handle is a gel foam. It's a super nice handle. Even though the guitar is about 5-6 pounds maybe, it is still nice to have this and not get your hand super tired from trying to carry onto something like leather or other things like that. The pockets in here are super nice. You've got, I believe this is room for a phone, and then you've got some room for business cards and other stuff, but you can also fit that Kiesel multi-tool that comes with it in here. And then in here, it is just big enough to fit my notebook, which I use a Marman notebook. And this is about a calendar size A5 notebook. So this fits just in here perfectly. You do have to do a little bit of tucking to get it in here, but once you get it in there, it seals up perfect. Other than that, though, I do think this is the best case on the market for soft shell cases. One thing I do want to talk about, though, is the butt end. There were some loose tag-ends that I had to take a lighter to and get them trimmed up here. I was worried that those would come apart and maybe do some damage to the rest of the stitching here, but we'll see how that goes in the next little bit. And then the other thing is that it is a little bit, the butt end here could be a little bit deeper, I think, because this part matches right up with the zipper here, and I think over time this is going to get worn down before the butt end can. So I think if you were to have either a larger piece or something to just help with this, it might get a little bit more longevity. But other than that, I don't see any other issues with this case. The zippers on everything on here are super nice. It's got really nice straps for everything. The padding is super thick and plush. The inside is a very nice faux fur material, polyester fur kind of a thing. Super plush. It has all the protection and everything you need for your strings as well. I wouldn't complain about anything on this case. So this guitar came in and it was absolutely perfect. I did get a chance to go through and check everything after I took all that video. The one thing I did notice is a tiny little ding right here above the horn. I do believe it's about the size of a piece of dust or something like that, so it's no big deal. It's absolutely tiny. But I do think, other than that, everything on this guitar is perfect. Everything down from the frets to the bridge to everything is just absolutely perfect. This is the first time I've ever played stainless steel frets. They play like absolute glass, and normally by now, within a couple of days, I would see just a little bit of flattening at the tip of the frets. I'm not seeing anything like that now, so I'm hoping that they last forever like everybody says they do. The fretboard and everything on it is absolutely perfect. I picked out ebony, and I was thinking I was going to get a bit more streaking, but the darkness on this one is absolutely gorgeous. I picked out a compound radius as well, so that is great as well. I love the compound 12-16 radius on this. Everything on this is absolutely gorgeous. There's nothing on this guitar that gets in the way. I don't think I'm actually even touching the guitar, like body right now when I'm doing this. I'm barely even touching anything. So I do think the cutaways on this and everything just make it absolutely just the easiest to play guitar that I've ever played. The frets are nice and extra jumbo too, so it makes it feel nice and responsive. The bridge on this is super, super stable. I can do all sorts of dive bombs. and nothing happens. It's absolutely stable. Everything is set up perfectly. It's set up so perfectly to the point that I decided I was going to go ahead and copy everything down. So now I have all the dimensions and everything in a little notebook somewhere, so I can keep repeating it every time I go ahead and change strings or do whatever I need to do from there. But yeah, this guitar is absolutely perfect. I'm super in love with this guitar. I do want to say thank you to everybody at the Kiesel team, especially thank you to Eric. I was on vacation for the last week there, just before this guitar came in, and I called or emailed over to the Kiesel customer service team, and Eric said he would put it on hold to me until the last day of my vacation, and it went perfectly. He sent it out that last day of the vacation, and it came to me that next Monday. So other than that, everything came out perfect on this guitar. Thank you guys so much for building this, and we'll definitely be looking at getting some new Kiesel soon. I love this thing. Thank you so much.